Namaskar, a very good evening. I am Devaran Chakraborty and today we welcome you to the exhibition of Kuch Bihar Archive 2020. This year's exhibition highlights fiscal and postal history of the former state of Kuch Bihar. Today, we have pleasure to have with us Sri Shukalpa Pal, Honorable Founder President of Kuch Bihar Archive, Sri Debojyoti Chakraborty, and a distinguished member of the archive and a collector, and Sri Alokesh Sarkar behind the camera. Sir, it is known from the historical records that before the introduction of British postal system in Kuch Bihar had its very own postal system. Can you please throw some light on this subject?
Yes, Devaran, you are absolutely correct. The state of Kuch Bihar had its very own postal system. It is not clear what was the mode of carrying intelligence within the state during the first decade of the 19th century, but it is probable that it was done through khatgits or messengers, which was a custom back then in Bengal during the early period of British rule.
So it was abolished when Kuch Bihar became a feudal state under British rule?
Not actually. Kuch Bihar came to close relationship with British power after the Treaty of April 1773 was concluded. However, the first dak in Kuch Bihar was established from Bhiladanga. It's a small village near the town of Kuch Bihar to Rangpur, now at Bangladesh, at a cost of 37 rupees and 8 annas per mensem. It was done after a separate commissioner was appointed for the Kuch Bihar state in the year 1830, and it appears that the lines were opened on the 20th of January 1840.
Do we have any specimens from that period?
Actually don't have any letters from that period directly from Kuch Bihar state, but we have few British Indian cancellations from the other post office of India. Like this. This is a beautiful pre-stamped letter sheet dated 1845 sent from Nasirabad to Calcutta. We can assume that the similar type of cancellations were also in use in Kuch Bihar.
So it's 175 years old then?
Yes.
Wow. Sir, kindly tell us when was the state's own system abolished?
The postal system.
Yes.
The state's postal system was abolished in the year 1883 after Maharaja Nipendra Narayan attained it to his majority.
Debojyoti, can you please show us the earliest specimens which dates back to this period?
Yes, actually we don't have any letters from this period, but we have a 3 rupees money order receipt dated 1886 sent from Kuch Bihar state to Dhar state, now in Rajasthan.
Postal issues, so particularly cancellations, letters, crystal letters, and others form a great field of interest and study. Do we have any exhibits on these subjects?
Of course, we have some exhibits on this subject. Debojyoti here will show us. In fact, the postal cancellations of Kuch Bihar can be categorized under two broad categories. First, those which were sent outside from Kuch Bihar, and second, those which were received at Kuch Bihar. Here the term Kuch Bihar is inclusive of the Kuch Bihar enclaves, that is the Chaklajat estates, detached pieces of lands which were located outside of the mainland of Kuch Bihar. Debojyoti, could you please show us some specimens?
Sure. This is a beautiful postcard dated 1906 sent from Kuch Bihar to Bikaner, now in Rajasthan. Here you can see a beautiful depiction of Sri Radha and Krishna, and in the bottom it is captioned as Sri Radhar Manbhanjan.
It's a bazaar postcard.
Yes, it's a bazaar.
Bazaar postcard.
Yes. Now we have another interesting postcard from the period of King George V, dated 1918, sent from Kuch Bihar state to Calcutta. Here we have another beautiful postcard of King George V sent from the Botanical Garden in Howrah to the Kuch Bihar. And it's also a service postcard.
It's a service
Yes,
postcard.
yes. This is another ordinary postcard sent from Calcutta to Kuch Bihar in the year 1927. This is a nice example of the postcards used in Kuch Bihar after the independence in the year 1959. This postcard. Now, the envelopes. This is a beautiful small size Queen Victorian postcard dated 1902 sent from Kuch Bihar to Calcutta. This is another very interesting envelope from the period of King George V sent from Kuch Bihar to the Maharaja of the Kashim Bazar, Sri Monindra Chandra Nandi.
Murshidabad.
Murshidabad, yes. This is letter from the year 1920. It is a beautiful envelope of King George VI used 6 January 1950 only after the 5 days when Kuch Bihar was annexed with West Bengal. This is a nice small size registered letter of King George V dated 1922 sent from Rangpur to Kuch Bihar. This is a 1933 registered letter acknowledgement card from Kotkapura, now in Punjab, to Kuch Bihar state. Rishida, can you please show us the crested and embossed letters from the Kuch Bihar state?
Sure. Besides the Kuch Bihar royal family, some of the elites and gentry classes of Kuch Bihar also had their own monograms, which were reused on letters. This is a letter, a registered letter, which was sent from Deviganj to Kuch Bihar in the year 1950. Here on shellac, you can see the monogram of Satish Chandra Guha. Here is another one. This letter was sent from Kuch Bihar to Bikaner, now at Rajasthan. Here it is the monogram of Multan Mal Gangajal. This letter was sent in the year 1943. Now here is an unused envelope. This is a service envelope of Kuch Bihar Palace. It was used by the Chief Minister of Kuch Bihar state, and it reads, "On His Highness the Maharaja of Kuch Bihar's service only." And on the another side, we can see here is the monogram of the Kuch Bihar state.
Beautiful.
Here is a crested letter of Kuch Bihar state. This letter was sent from Kuch Bihar Palace to Devas Palace in the year 1943.
Sir, thank you very much. Now we will move on to Devajyoti. Devajyoti, can you show us some cancellations?
Yes, definitely. Here we have the beautiful cancellation from the Kuch Bihar Palace dated 1914. It was sent from Kuch Bihar to Calcutta.
So it bears the testimony that there was a post office named after the Kuch Bihar Palace.
Yes.
It's very interesting.
Yes. This is a postcard from the year 1915 sent from Deviganj to Kuch Bihar. The Deviganj was the headquarters of the Chaklajat estates of the state.
Sir, what other exhibits do we have with us today? Can you please show them?
Yes, of course. We have some money orders and postal passbook. Here's a money order which was used in Kuch Bihar in the year 1918. The British Indian crest over here, it is very interesting because this crest was used during the First World War. This money order is printed in black ink. Here is another similar money order. It has also been printed using the same black ink, but the monogram here is different. This is another money order. It was printed using green ink.
Is it an unused one?
Yes, it's unused money order. All of them are unused money orders. This is another money order. It was printed using pink. Now here is a postal passbook of Kuch Bihar state. Actually, this is a postal passbook. The similar postal passbooks were also used in British India.
Yes.
Sir, we have seen a lot of stationaries, postal stationaries, except a postage stamp. Did Kuch Bihar had its own postal stamp?
It's a long-standing anomaly that the state of Kuch Bihar issued postage stamps. In fact, all of the stamps issued during the state period were fiscal or revenue stamps. It is also very incorrect that the first stamp was issued during the reign of Maharaja Narendra Narayan. The stamps issued during his period were all non-adhesive, non-judicial, impressed stamps. The first revenue stamp was issued during the rule of Maharaja Nipendra Narayan, and that even after 1903. The stamp had an image of the coat of arms of Kuch Bihar state. Debajyoti, can you please show us the stamps?
Yes, sure. Actually, you don't have the first one, but we'll begin from the second one. This is the one-anna stamp of Maharaja Nipendra Narayan Bhop Bahadur. Actually, all of the Kuch Bihar stamps were printed in one-anna.
All of them had the face value of 1 annas.
Yes, yes. This is the stamp of Maharaja Raj Rajendra Narayan Bhop Bahadur, the son of Maharaja Nipendra Narayan.
It is affixed on a hand note.
Yes, yes.
In my opinion, this is the most beautiful of all stamps.
Yes, yes, I also think so. It's a beautiful one. This is the stamp of Maharaja Jitendra Narayan Bhop Bahadur. This is the only stamp of Kuch Bihar state was printed in blue ink. This is the stamp of Maharaja Jagadipendra Narayan Bhop Bahadur in his minority. The last but not the least, the stamp of Maharaja Jagadipendra Narayan Bhop Bahadur in his majority.
I think this stamp comes in 6 different colors.
Yes.
But all of them have been printed using the same dye.
Yes, yes, yes. There is no dye variations here.
But the color tone ranges from red to reddish orange
Yes.
and to brown.
Devajyoti, many princely states of India such as Nabha, Patiala, Faridkot used British Indian stamps with the name of the states as overprints. Did Kuch Bihar had any such stamps?
No, nothing as such.
Sir, Kuch Bihar town has got a beautiful post office building which has been enlisted in the heritage list with the serial number 85. Was this building the administrative center of the postal department in Kuch Bihar?
Affirmatively, it was. The office was known as the Post and Telegraphs Office, Kuch Bihar at that time. It was the only office within the Kuch Bihar state which was operated directly by the British government in collaboration with Cooch Behar state.
So Cooch Behar also had a telegraph office.
Yes, it had a telegraph office. The first telegraphic communication was established in Cooch Behar during the Second Bhutan War, that is in 1863 to 64.
Devajyoti, have you got any telegrams?
Yes, here we have a nice example of the telegram used from Cooch Behar state to Nagpur from the year 1947. Here, another one. This is a nice example of the post-independent telegram from Cooch Behar state. It was used in the year 1953.
Sir, I would like to ask you, what could be possibly done to preserve these assets?
First of all, it is important to study the postal history of the state to better understand the postal system. Secondly, it is also necessary to collect and preserve these postal assets. The collection could be done either through exchange, sale, and even auctions. The study and collection both could be done simultaneously. We would also like to request the postal authorities if they will take the initiation for preserving whatever is left in the respective post offices, its assets which date back from the state period. And if it is possible to set up a postal museum in Cooch Behar, where these postal stationaries of the state period could be displayed publicly.
Devajyoti, would you like to say a few words?
Yes, basically, I also share the same view with Rishida. The preservation is very essential.
Full experience to be present in this exhibition. We would like to thank our virtual viewers who were present with us this entire time. Stay safe, take care, and in advance, Happy New Year. Namaskar.